Hi everyone. In today's lesson from Unit 4.1, Notes number 1, we'll be taking a look at the circumference and area of circles. The circumference of a circle is defined as the distance around a circle. So that's what we see highlighted here. If we go all the way around, if we are able to measure it using a tape measure, it would be similar to the perimeter of an object. We just don't call it perimeter. C represents the circumference, or distance around a circle. And R represents the radius of a circle. And D represents the diameter. And you're probably familiar with these terms from a previous math class. The radius is defined as the distance from the center of a circle to a point on the circle. And the diameter is the distance all the way across the circle, and that's a chord, and it also goes through the center. So again, the diameter is defined as being the distance across the circle, but it also goes through the center of the circle. This point right here in our diagram is the center of the circle. The diameter is 2 times the length of the radius, or we can say 2r equals d. Since the diameter and radius are related, there are 2 formulas for circumference. To find the circumference of a circle, use either of the following formulas. Circumference equals pi times the diameter, or circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius. When you're asked to leave your answer in exact form, you'll leave your answer in terms of pi, and you will not evaluate it. In other words, you won't put it into the calculator and come up with a decimal for it. In other words, an answer could look like this. Circumference equals 24 pi feet. Keep in mind that circumference is a measure of distance, and your final answer should include an appropriate label. So in our first example, it says find the circumference of the circle. Leave your answer in exact form, and also round it to the nearest tenth. We're going to use pi equals 3.14, or you can use the pi key on your calculator. So if you take a look in our diagram, we're actually given that the diameter is equal to 12 inches. So we can use the formula circumference equals pi times diameter. So circumference equals 12 pi inches. That would be the exact answer. And next we're going to figure it out, round it to the nearest tenth. So if you go to your calculator, type in 12, and then type in the pi key, or type in 3.14, and to the nearest tenth we will get 37.7 inches. Next we're going to take a look at the formula for finding the area of a circle. Area equals pi times the radius squared, or pi r squared, so r equals the radius. So in our second example, we want to find the area of the circle. Keep in mind, we want to use pi times r squared, and in this particular circle, we're given the diameter. So if the diameter equals 12 inches, the radius equals half of that, or 6 inches. So you have pi times 6 squared. Only the radius gets squared. So 6 squared is 36 pi. Now, because it's an area, we have to put it into square units. So we're going to have inches squared. Okay, that's the exact area. If we use the pi key on the calculator, take 36 times pi on your calculator, we're going to round that to the nearest tenth. So its approximate area would be 113.1 inches squared. In our final example, we're finding the area of a semicircle. And again, we're going to leave our answer in exact form and also round it to the nearest tenth. So the area of a circle is pi r squared. So if this were a whole circle, the diameter being 13 centimeters, that gives us a radius of 6.5 centimeters. We just take the diameter and divide by 2. So the area would be pi times 6.5 squared. So the exact area would be 42.25 pi centimeters squared, because 6.5 squared gives you 42.25. Then we have it in terms of pi. So that's exact. That's for the whole circle. We're going to take that and divide by 2. All right. So 42.25 divided by 2 gives us 21.125 pi centimeters squared. So this is the area of the semicircle. If you wanted to approximate it, now you go to your calculator and multiply the 21.125 times the pi key, or times 3.14, and we get 66.4 centimeters squared. All right, good luck on the CYU and the homework. Or actually, this was the CYU, so good luck on the homework, and let your teacher know if you have any questions.